Video Part 2. Review by using templates. You may have noticed that the beats in your study have different colors. Let's look at the color coding labels. Through the Helix analysis software, the ECG is color-coded based on what the system has labeled each beat. Green. Beats the software has identified as normal. Yellow. Beats identified as supraventricular premature beats, SVPBs. They have normal morphology but fall early. Red. Beats identified as ventricular premature beats, VPBs. They differ significantly from the normal. They are not necessarily premature. White. Beats identified as pauses based on the definition in the scanning criteria window. The white overrides any other color that the beat may also qualify for. Example, red because it is a VPB. Light blue or cyan, signal that appears to be contaminated by artifact. Cobalt blue. Beats identified as paste. All data must be reviewed carefully to ensure that you agree with the beat labels the software has selected. If you do not agree, you could change them and their color will change appropriately. In addition to the labels the software can provide for each beat, there are some labels only you could choose to relabel beats. These are aberrant. Use this label to identify and count beats as aberrantly conducted SVPBs. All matches to the templates that meet the SVPB prematurity requirement will be counted as aberrant SVPBs and colored yellow like the other SVPBs. This can be used as either a template or beat label. Questionable, unknown. Use this label to separate out beats you cannot identify and keep them from being included in another category. They are colored green like normals. This could be used as a template or a beat label. T-wave. Use this label if the software has identified a portion of the signal as a QRS, but it is not. This will remove the beat from the counts and will merge its RR interval with the preceding RR interval. The signal will take the color of whatever beat precedes it. This can only be a beat label. Let's now look at how to review the bins. During analysis, the LX software first determines what the patient's normal QRS complex looks like and establishes a template called normal. Each beat after that is compared to the normal template. Matches to that template are also called normal, while a similar but slightly different morphology will establish a new template, also called normal. A QRS complex that differs more significantly from the normal template will establish a template called ventricular. A new template is established for each different morphology identified by the software. Subsequent matches to a template get labeled based on the template label, the timing of the beat, and other criteria. After analysis, the templates that generally look alike are grouped together in bins. You could review these bins by morphology, that is, all normal bins or all ventricular bins. Within the bin window, you could also review by template, displaying all the templates within each bin, one bin after the other. You can also review all matches to each template, displaying them one template after another. In our sample patient, note that there are 9 normal bins made up of 25 templates and a total of 109,520 beats match the templates in those bins. To change the morphology displayed, click on the arrow in the Morph field to display your choices, then click on the type you want displayed. In each bin display, the 3 channels of the center beat are surrounded by an outline box. That beat is the one that is in the bin. The surrounding ECG is displayed to show how the beat occurred, but is not included in the bin. The number in the left corner of each bin indicates how many total beats match the templates within that bin. To select a particular bin, click on it. The time of day becomes outlined and the bin number and matches fields now display data for that particular bin. To relabel a bin and all of its contents, all templates and matches, click on the bin to select it. Then click on one of the label buttons under the morphology field. The relabel buttons are not active unless one or more bins are selected. The relabel buttons include A for artifact, V for ventricular, N for normal, P for paced, appears only if pacemaker mode is on in scanning criteria, B for aberrant, Q for questionable unknown. Changing levels in the bin window. To display the templates within a particular bin, click on the bin and then click on the Templates button. Moving from one level of the bin window to the next can also be done by double-clicking on the ECG in the bin, template, or beats display. Each double-click changes the button position one button to the right. When a scroll bar appears to the right of a field or window, you have the option of using it or using the scroll button on your mouse if you have one. The individual templates are presented with two additional pieces of information just underneath each template: the number of matches to the template and the time of day the template was established, that is, the first occurrence of that template. When you click to highlight a particular template, the strip number and matches fields update to reflect the information about the current template. If more than 12 templates fell into that bin, you can access additional pages of templates by using the page down key, the scroll bar, or the scan button. If you use the page down key, once you reach the last page of templates in the current bin, page down will display the templates that match the next sequential bin of the same morphology type. To display the templates in a different bin, click the up and down arrows of the bin number field. Relabeling a template. To relabel a template and all matches to it, click on the template to select it. The time of day of a selected template is surrounded by a yellow box. Then click on a label button under the Morphology field. To relabel multiple templates, click on each of the templates you want to relabel and then click on the appropriate Relabel button. To relabel all of the displayed templates, click the All button to select all the displayed templates and then click the appropriate Relabel button. Beats display. Clicking the Beats button displays up to 24 of the beats that match the current template. Use the page down, the scan button, or the scroll bar to display additional matches to the template. The display includes the time of day each beat occurred, the template number the beats matched in the templates field, and the total matches to the template strip number. For the current beat, two blue vertical markers appear. The markers could be used to make measurements which appear in the data fields below the large time of day field. Drag the blue markers to appropriate locations to have the data fields display. Heart rate, 2RR field that shows the heart rate calculation based on the blue markers being 2RR intervals apart. Time, field that indicates the time in seconds between the blue markers. ST1, field that displays the vertical difference between where the markers intersect channel 1. The left marker should define isoelectric and the right marker should be located where you want the ST measurement made. ST2, field that displays the vertical difference between where the markers intersect channel 2. They should be positioned as indicated for channel 1. ST3, field that displays the vertical difference between where the markers intersect channel 3. They should be positioned as indicated for channel 1. Click the Both checkbox to drag the markers, keeping them the same distance apart. Click the Both checkbox again to move the markers separately. To keep the calipers in the same locations as you move through different screens of ECG, click the checkbox next to Lock. The calipers will stay in the indicated locations until you move them again. Click again to turn off. Relabeling a beat. The Beats window in bin allows only single beat editing, which removes a beat from its template and relabels just that beat. To relabel a beat this way, click on the beat to select it, then click on one of the Relabel buttons under the Morphology field. In addition to the Relabel buttons defined in the Relabeling a bin section earlier in this chapter, the Relabel buttons for beats and strips include S for supraventricular, T for T-wave. To relabel multiple beats, click on each of them and then click on the correct Relabel button. Saving sample strips for the report. As you review the ECG, you could choose to manually save sample strips for the report. The 7.5 second sample strips are printed as full-sized 25 mm per second ECG on a background grid. To save a strip containing one of the displayed beats, Click on the beat you want at the center of the strip to make it the current beat, and then click Keep. The Keep window opens. To label the strip, either type the label in the description field or select a label from the scrolling list. Then click OK to save the strip. To close the Keep window without saving the strip, click Cancel.